The NFL Combine is passed. The University of South Carolina had a fantastic showing. I mean, I can't speak highly enough about how these guys performed. Ace, I know you know all the in-depth details because a lot of these guys are guys that you've been pushing agendas for all season. Tell us. I mean, tell us what some of the things that you saw, some of your thoughts from the NFL Combine from the University of South Carolina.
Oh yeah, so I got the list pulled up. I got the chat right now. First one that pops to my eye, it has to be our guy Nick Eamon-Ward, Irmo's very own safety out of South Carolina, which he ran on a 40 time. His best time was 4.38. Phenomenal work. That's everything we can ask for. That's everything we've been saying. Obviously, Nick Eamon-Ward, he's going to be the first Gamecock this year coming off the board, unless something drastic, unless Kyle Kennard just so having to shoot him, which is possible, but I doubt it. But yeah, Nick Eamon-Ward definitely going to be the first guy off the board. Another guy that really surprised me, I think he ran one of the fastest time as a running back, Raheem Rocket Sanders. Ran a 4.4. Yeah. Tease, I think you broke it down. You noticed it during I think it's like the All-Star game or something like that they do in the offseason that Rocket Sanders looks like he's slimmed down. He's way more shiftier. Man, Rocket can have that power, and if he can keep that shiftiness, man, that's another steal. That's going to be another steal in the draft. I think he'll be the third guy coming off the board, I want to say. In between. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, just to speak on Rocket a little bit, dog. Like his stock and what he did with that 40 time, I didn't see it. I'm not gonna lie, I did not see that one coming. From being honest, I didn't see a 4.4 on the field too many times. You know, he kind of felt like he was hampered a bit by injury throughout the course of the season. But for him to do that, it does open up the window opportunity for the Carolina Panthers, who need a running back, who could desperately use a guy around that second round, third round type, you know, that kind of area, especially with Jonathan Brooks going down. I'm all for taking taking one of the taking a former Gamecock at that spot. You know, Rocket said I think he did himself a great. He made himself a lot of money that day, considering where his situation was coming out of Arkansas and that he needed a revamp to his career. That was it was great to see him, you know, make his money.
Absolutely. Like I said, I think he was a first round talent at Arkansas.
Sorry, my bad. I just want to touch on just Raheem. I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised. When you look at just a comparison to like Rico, you know, his combine a couple of years ago. I think it just speaks a lot of the production that we do with running backs, you know, in that room, and just how the preparation is for them. Because similar to Rico doing his combine, he had a 4.5. You know what I'm saying? 1.5, 10-yard split, vertical jump 38. So it's pretty much similar numbers. And going back to what you said, I don't know about the Panthers, but he's definitely going to be available for some teams, a lot of teams out there that can really put him to use. And he's going to be ready.
But yeah, Joshua Simon, he ran for a 4.65 as well, which caught me by surprise. I think that's kind of fast for a tight end. His statue, I don't think he'll be like, he ran a 4.65, man. Honestly, I don't think he'll be like a blocking tight end or nothing like that. I think he really gonna be used out in the pass, out in the vertical. I think a team like the Dolphins or something like that who love speed, that would definitely can use Joshua Simon for that. How you feel?
For Joshua Simon, I was surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I remember coming into the season, you were high on him more than anybody else I knew, and I was a little weary. I wondered about, like, hey, I know he was an older guy. I wondered, hey, is what he's doing only based off of him having the experience, or does he actually have the physical tools to play at a high level? You look at the course of the season, he was our best pass catcher. He was our most consistent pass catcher at South Carolina throughout the course of the season. And like you said, running at 4.6 changes a lot, because you talk about a guy that you look at his tape in South Carolina. A lot of what he did was in the short to intermediate game, whereas yards after catch was his biggest attribute. So, like you said, for a team like Miami who spreads the ball out, puts a lot of speed on the field, having a guy like that can work the middle of the field, having a guy like that's a bigger option that can block. That can also be a threat out in open space. It does leave you a lot of versatility with his capabilities. And like you said, running one of the faster times at tight end it definitely changes where I initially thought that he may be an undrafted free agent. This guy now has probably worked himself into like a third or fourth round spot for me, to where I'm thinking like, okay, there's gonna be a team that can take him and get good usage out of him at this current stage of his career.
Absolutely. D, you got anything you want to get on by Joshua Simon?
Nah, I ain't really got much to say right now. But I do want to. I just want to like speak on it as a whole, though. I'm impressed, dog. I'm super excited about just the performance that a lot of these guys have put on. Just in behalf of the university. Like 'cause I haven't really been looking into like the combine this year. But just seeing the numbers and just seeing what I've been seeing, man, it's just like I just love. Like I said, it really just shows the preparation that we have, as a team. With the coaching, everything is like just developing. So man, like it's just getting them boys ready for the next level. Like I said, I'll go back and talk about because I'm more a running back guy. Like I'll go back and talk about Rocket. Like I said before I cut off, a lot of teams are gonna use him. They're gonna be able to like utilize him and use him as a power back, as a speed back, and he's really gonna like utilize his talent. I'm not sure. Did the pro day happen already? They already had their pro days, right? Or no?
No. South Carolina's
Pro
not
days
here.
hasn't happened. So I feel like with a lot of those guys, pro day is definitely going to establish more for them. But like just going into the combine, obviously, is the first step, man. But like, dog, I'm super impressed, dog.
No, absolutely. This is, I mean, the biggest overall point. I know we stick out some more guys to get to, like such as Demetrius Knight and Bam Martin Scott. But the biggest thing about all of this is that, for the program, this is your selling point to a lot of younger guys. This is your selling point to guys that want to transfer in, guys that you're recruiting out of high school. That, hey, we get you prepared for the league. And like you said, I mean, that's a great selling point for Shane Beamer. I mean, as we go by in the years of his tenure here at South Carolina, the next phase for him is what kind of guys do you put in the NFL? Because a lot of the guys that you had early on were Muschamp guys. Okay, so the Muschamp leftovers are now out. This is Nick and Maori is the first crop of guys that Shane Beamer recruited, and so you talk about a guy like Nick and Maori that started as a freshman, local kid. The biggest selling point for South Carolina is always, in my mind, has been you can be from South Carolina, you can start at the University of South Carolina, and you can get to the pros. The pipeline right to the NFL is right here in your home state. You have no need to go anywhere else. And that's, to me, the greatest selling point you can have. That, to me, is whenever we've been elite, that's always what happens. We have guys from the state that pop off, that go to the league, that have great careers, and they're still there right now. Stephon Gilmore, Jadeveon Clowney, guys like Melvin Ingram in past years, like those guys are still there current day, from the University of South Carolina, from the state, that are still having long and fruitful careers. And this class, like that, the group of recruits that Shane Beamer brought in, is very important that those guys pop off, because Demetrius, not, while I love all the other guys like Knight, Bam Martin Scott, and Rocket, these are guys that came from other programs. These are guys that were developed well before we got a hold of them, but they were able to come here, and I still think reach another level that maybe they weren't at their previous schools. So again, it's all kudos to the strength and conditioning program. All kudos to the recruiting by the staff, and kudos to Shane Beamer for having the vision for all of these guys.
Bingo. And just to finish off, and that's what you see, and that's what you see all over X and all over Twitter. It's just Twitter accounts, scouts, everything, just raving and giving Shane Beamer his flowers for this development team, the strength and conditioning team. Kudos to them, man. That's all I have to say about it, man. I just want to say congrats to all the Gamecock prospects that's about to go into lead, that's about to make this jump. We appreciate y'all duty. We appreciate what y'all done for this team. We appreciate y'all being part of change that's coming to the Gamecock family. So, hey, kudos to all y'all, bro.
Oof. I see you, brother, with your little motivational speech on. Okay, yeah. That boy got his little Martin Luther King.
Hey.
With it.
Hey, bro, look, it is Sunday. That boy is preaching.
Hey, no, y'all over there preaching. You was one over there preaching. That's why you said Nicky Maori gonna be the first of Shane Beamer talent. Yeah, I like, hey man, hey, I was about to hit the stop.
Hey, talk about it. It's a trans.